Right, good morning. Thank you for joining me on this smoking hot day. Um, let's just start with a standing warm up. So I want you to line up your feet 100% with each other underneath your pelvis. Now, a kind of a cool way to figure that out is if you start with your feet right tight together, and then you lean back and lift your toes up and take them apart. Put them back down on the floor, and then lift your heels up and take them apart, put them back down again. That pretty much gets you right underneath your sit bones, underneath your hip joints, and let you really over rotate those feet outwards. Now, right from here, I want you to press down through the center of your foot, out through the top of your head, just to get your core a little bit engaged. Just realized I don't have my ear hooks on. So I want you to inhale through your nose to expand your ribs. And exhale through your mouth to contract. As you inhale, you may notice your arms float away from the body a little bit. And as you exhale, they will come back towards your body. Inhale, getting some width in the ribs. Exhale, narrow. Inhale, wide. And exhale, narrow. Now let's amplify the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Just to get the core more engaged. Two more. Now we're going to do a standing imprint. A little bend in the knees, hands to the front of the legs, straight line from your head to your tail. You're going to inhale to imprint and exhale, come back to neutral. Pressing your hands into your legs to help that low back move and come back to neutral. Inhale, imprint. Exhale, neutral. One more here, imprint and neutral. Now we're just going to do a forward bend. So legs a little straighter, take an inhale. Exhale, start with your head, roll forward. Inhale, bend your knees, and exhale, come back up again. This is playful. It's the beginning of class. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, bend. Exhale, unrolling. We're just getting the back line of the body moving. Exhale, down. Inhale, bend. Exhale, back up again. Two more. Exhale, roll down. Scoop your belly button in. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, come up. I know this feels quick, but we're just trying to get the back line of the body going. Oh, good morning. Yeah. Now from here, let's do a little bit of our side to side rock through our hips. So soft knees, breathing. How does this feel today? Does it want to move? Yeah. Then step your feet wider. Turn your knees out, soften them. A little side to side rock through the hips again here. What does this feel like? Now, careful, make sure you're not out like this. It's kind of fun, but you want to be upright so that you get a true sense of what your thigh bone moving in your hip joint feels like this morning. Yeah. Then we're going to turn inwards and same thing. Knees and toes are turned inwards, a little side to side rock here. Notice which hip feels stiffer. Maybe they feel equally stiff. Maybe they feel stiff in different places. Breathing. And then let's step one foot forward, the other foot back a little bit. We're back to parallel. And we'll do our side to side shift here. One more nice breath here. And then we'll switch which foot is forward. Soft knees, a little side to side shift through the hips. Breathing. And then I want you to line up your feet 100% with each other again. I want you to lift your head up, keep the knees a little bit soft, go into our pendulum arms. So right, a little swing through the arms, let your chest turn towards your back arm, let your arms drop and see how much they want to bounce back up again to where, well, up to the top. Maybe they'll go all the way up, maybe they won't today. Notice how much bounce there is in the tissue, right? We're looking for the pendulum effect. So it's literally a drop and bounce up. One more to each side here. And then let's bring that pendulum in front of you. Catapult effect is the word I was looking for. right? Where the fascia actually bounces and rebounds. And you know what? Bouncing and rebounding is really important for our tissue. If we stop doing it, we lose it. One more to each side here. And then let's just go to a couple of shoulder shrugs. Just inhale, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, take them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more here, up and down. We're going to go to a little bit of balance work here. I want you to make sure you're not pushing your knees back and your hips forward, right? So that's what I mean by soft bum and thighs. Then you're going to just bring one knee forward, pick your foot up, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it on the other side. So, right, not gripping in the bum and thigh. In other words, that knee is not locked and neither is the hip. You're going to bring your other knee forward, lift your foot up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let's make it a 15 count this time. So, switching legs, bring your knee forward, float your foot up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Bring your knee forward. Make sure you're not locking out your hip or your knee. We're not bending the knee. We're just not locked out. Bring that knee forward, lifting up. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's just do a little standing side twist. So take your feet to about shoulder distance apart, soft knees, arms come out unless your shoulders are sore, and then your hands can be on your ribs. You're going to try and keep your knees and hips pointed forward. 3 exhales to turn. You're going to take an inhale to prepare and go exhale, 2, 3, inhale, center. Other side, 2, 3, inhale, center. Exhale, 2, 3, inhale, center. Other side, 2, 3, inhale, center. One more to each side, 2, 3, and center. Last 1, 2, 3, and center. Beautiful. We're going to go onto our hands and knees, do a little bit of cat stretch. I'm just going to move my iPad to the other side of the room and adjust my lighting because this side of the room, the window doesn't light as well. Oops. Did a funny thing with my iPad there. So, right. If your knees are sore, you can always do your cat stretch, sitting on your bum, holding behind your legs, exhale round, inhale, flatten, yeah? Or we're gonna be up on our hands and knees. Now, right? If you're on your hands and knees, hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, belly buttons in, collarbones are wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your tail down towards the floor, scoop your back up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, flatten back to where you started. Take an inhale. Exhale, rounding one vertebra at a time, finding that C curve shape. Take an inhale, hold it. Exhale, flatten back to where you started. Take an inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale, hold. And exhale, flatten. Let's do it on the 2 breath. Exhale, round. Inhale, flatten. Exhale, round. Inhale, flatten. One more here, round. And flatten. A little tail wag because it always feels nice. So just pull your tail to one side and then the other. Let your shoulders and your head do what feels appropriate to you. One more to each side here. And then let's go on to our backs and see if we can find neutral spine this morning. If you like something extra under your head, you're going to pop it under your head. You're going to have your legs bent, your feet within the width of your body, right? So you could always do that thing where you did standing, where you start with your feet together, lift your toes up, take them apart, then put them down, Lift your heels up, take them apart, put them down. That will line you up pretty much with your sit bones, yeah? Now, right, here's your back in neutral. So, right, are the back of the ribs down? Is the low back up? Is the pelvis down? Now, the other thing is, we've done a fair bit to warm up our spine already. As you inhale, can you feel the back of the ribs expanding into the floor a little bit on your inhale and softening away from the floor in the exhale? Another way to think about that is, do you feel an increased pressure into the floor as you inhale, right below those shoulder blades, and as you exhale, a decreased pressure, right? Shoulder blades down towards belly button. That's the part of our back we're focusing on. Now, let's just for a moment do a couple of imprint and releases here. So just take an inhale, exhale, imprint, inhale, release, imprint, and release. One more, imprint and release. Now we're going to do a couple of leg slides. We'll actually go do our hip release here this morning before we move on. So I want you to just help you figure out what your pelvis is doing, whether or not it wants to wiggle around a lot on this. I want you to take your thumbs and put them on your ribs. And take your fingertips and find your ASIS point. Now, what the heck is an ASIS point? It's that pointy bit on the front of your pelvis that we sometimes think of as a hip bone. Once you've found that, it's kind of like you got two big staples on the front of your body, which are your hands. You're going to try not to move the bones as you move your leg. So you're going to turn your one knee out, slide your leg straight, turn your knee in, and bend it. Turn out, slide your leg straight, turn in, and bend it. Now you will feel tissue under your fingertips on the same side as the leg doing something, and you'll actually feel it probably on both sides if you're sensitive, but you don't want to feel a lot. If you're feeling a lot, your pelvis is rocking around. You don't want the pelvis to rock around. Now let's reverse this. Go inward, straighten, outward, bend. Inward, straighten, outward, bend. Now, how do you keep the pelvis from moving around? Some tensioning in the core, kind of right, that three-dimensional hug. One more here, inward, straighten, outward, and bend. Now let's switch legs. Go outward, straighten, inward, bend. Outward, straighten, inward, bend. Outward, straighten, inward, bend. One more here, outward, straighten, inward, and bend. Reverse it, going inward, straighten, outward, bend. Are you breathing? Inward, straighten, outward, bend. Inward, straighten, outward, and bend. One more here, inward, straighten, outward, and bend. Now a little rotational breathing will feel nice after that, just to loosen off your back. I should just re-angle that iPad a little bit. It's kind of funny. There we go. So we're going to be on our side with our underneath arm supporting our head, or if your shoulder is sore, you can always put a pillow under your arm. Remember, the side of your waist is off the floor, so that because that top sit bone's reaching away from the top of your head, top hands reach forward. 2 with the 4 breaths. So just inhale, lift your top hand, turn to look at it. Exhale, turn back, inhale. Exhale, come back to where you started. One more of those. Inhale, up. Exhale, turn back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, forward. 2 breaths. Inhale, back. Knees are still reaching forward. Exhale, bring the arm forward. Inhale, rotate back. Exhale, forward. One more. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Let's do this on the other side. So, knees are bent. Underneath arm is supporting your head. Side of the waist is off the floor. Top arm is reached forward. You're going to inhale, point at the ceiling. Turn to look at your hand. Exhale, turn your ribs backwards. Inhale, hold. Exhale, forward. One more of those. Inhale, up. Exhale, turn back. Inhale, hold. Exhale, coming forward. 2 breaths. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. And exhale, forward. Beautiful. Let's go onto our backs and see if we can find neutral spine. And we'll try and find neutral shoulder. So, right, if you like something extra under your head, you're going to pop it under your head again. Right, and remember, you're putting it there because if you lay on your back and your chin is lifting to the ceiling, the back of your neck is tight, so you want something under your head to help your neck and shoulders be happier. So legs are bent, feet are within the width of your body, back's in neutral. Let's just bring your arms up in front of your chest, palms facing each other, and draw your attention to your shoulder blades. You're going to inhale, reach your fingertips forward towards the ceiling. Exhale, come back to where your upper back and upper chest feel equally wide. Inhale, forward. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, protract. Exhale, neutral. Just one more here, forward and neutral. Now keep your neutral both in shoulders and ribs. And exhale, reach both hands towards the floor above your head. Inhale, bring your hands up in front of your chest. Exhale, reach back. Inhale in front of your chest. Exhale, reach back. Inhale in front of your chest. Just one more here, reaching back. And in front of your chest. Now, keep your shoulders in neutral. Bring your arms down alongside your body. We're going to do a couple of shoulder shrugs here. So arms are hovering off the floor, palms faced in. Inhale, slide your shoulders towards your ears. Exhale, slide towards your heels. Inhale, up. Exhale, feel that tensioning through the mid-back as you go down. Inhale, up. Now you're going to feel this the most in this position because, of course, we're putting weight on the tissue that is activating to get your shoulders to neutral. One more here. Inhale, up. Exhale, neutral. Now just rest your arms down. We'll do a couple of head nods. So keep your head heavy on whatever it's resting on. Inhale, little nod. Exhale, release. Inhale, nod. Exhale, release. Now remember, as you nod, top of the head reaches away from the top of the shoulders. The front of the throat stays open, so you're not trying to crush your throat with your chin. Now, one more here. Inhale, nod. Exhale, release. Time for the ab press, right? That's the one that looks like a crunch, but it's not a crunch. So pop your hands behind your head. How is this different from a crunch? One, we keep our low back curve as we curl up. So, right, the low back is off the floor. And two, we're going to look towards our knees, not straight at the ceiling. So, right, sense the weight in the back of your pelvis. It's heavy, low back light, back of the ribs heavy, head heavy in the hands. Inhale, little nod. Exhale, round through your ribs to curl up. Inhale, the part of your back between your shoulder blades and belly button are heavy in the floor. And then let's come back down again. Inhale, nod, exhale, curl. Inhale, your low back curve is still off the floor. And back down again. Inhale, nod. Exhale, round through the rib cage to come up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. One more here. Exhale, curl up. Inhale. And exhale, back down again. Now, we're going to do three more. We're going to do them on the two breath. The trick is, don't turn it into a crunch on me. I want you to keep that low back off the floor still. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, down. One more, up and down. Now let's do a bit of a chest stretch before we flip over. So drop your elbows sideways on the floor and just rock your knees side and center a couple of times just to help stretch out the chest tissue because, right, we're always quite tight in our chest because we do everything in front of us. And I suspect some of you are gardening already and that will make the chest tight too. Yeah, one more to each side here. And let's come over onto our bellies so we can do a little bit of breaststroke prep. Hands are beside your head, legs are close together, kneecaps are pointing down, belly button is in. You're going to inhale, slide your shoulder blades down your back towards your heels. Exhale, use your back muscles to lift your upper chest away from the floor. Inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hold. And exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Down. 2 breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more up and down. Breaststroke prep number 2. Take your arms alongside your body. Palms face the ceiling. Belly button still in. You're going to inhale. Turn your palms inwards to face your thighs, opening your collarbones wide. Exhale, reach out the top of the head, lifting up. Down. Inhale, turn your palms in. Exhale, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, turn your palms inwards. Exhale, lift. And down. Let's do 2 on the 2 breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Hands come under your forehead. Belly button still in. Inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, use your back muscles to lift your head away from your hands. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. Now remember, if you want to make this harder, don't lift your head away from your hands. Lift your arms up with you. Inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hold. Down. Inhale, slide. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Down. 1 more. Inhale, slide. Exhale, lift. Inhale. And down. 2 breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Reach out the top of the head as you lift. And down. We'll do 1 more. And down. We're going to our shell stretch. So, right, lifting up, sitting back over your heels, or laying on your back and hugging your knees in towards your chest. When you're sitting over your heels, soft elbows, back is round, a little bit of a side to side rock through your hips. So it's not about trying to get your forehead on the floor. I could do that, but then my thumb is nowhere near, near my heels. You want your bum near your heels, and you want to be scooping away from your legs to help round out the low back. 1 more breath here. And it's time for the 100. So, right. Remember that if your neck is sore, you're going to leave your head on the floor. If your low back is sore, you're going to leave your feet on the floor. If you want to make it harder, you're going to straighten your legs for your 100. So, right. I'm going to call it like everybody's lifting their head and their feet though. So take a moment when you get on your back and go, am I in neutral? Ideally, by this point in class, it's more easy to be in neutral. Yeah. Where the pelvis heavy, low back light, ribs heavy. So let's find our imprint. Take an inhale. Exhale, deepen your core work to imprint. Lift 1 leg at a time to tabletop. Squeeze your legs together. Inhale, nod. Exhale, up and go in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Out. 2, 3, 4, 10. Sniff. Blow. 20 in. Out. 30 in. Out. 40 in. Out. 50 in. Out. 60 in. Out. 70 in. Out. 80 in. Out. 90 in. Out. 2, 3, 4, 100. Take an inhale. Exhale, come on down. If your legs were up, just hug them into your chest, a little side to side rock. If you decide to leave your feet on the floor, you can leave your feet on the floor and do your side to side rock here. You could pick your legs up, but if you're prone to sciatic pain, having your feet on the floor is a better choice, particularly if you know what's causing your sciatic issues is a disc protruding backwards and putting pressure on the nerve. But that would be for somebody who knows your body way better than me to tell you. So, right, let's come to a seated position. We're just going to do a little bit of a work for the outside of the back of the arm. Right, this tissue back in here. It's a bit of a sleeper. part of our body. It doesn't like to activate much because we do most everything here. Don't do a lot out here. So we're just going to try and find that tissue a little bit. And we're going to do a little exercise where we're just opening and closing our elbows, well, our hands. Now, how we set this up is you're going to be sitting, or you could kneel if sitting is terrible for you. And you're going to want to have your elbows on the sides of your body. Then I want you to imagine, with the elbows bent at a right angle, then I want you to imagine that your shoulder blades are a waterfall going down your back. And you'll notice as you do that, the elbows sort of scoop forward a little bit, the hands come up slightly. And that actually helps get the serratus anterior involved, which is, this is a muscle right through the side of your ribs, kind of where my hand is, that will look like fingers on bodybuilders. And it's what helps our shoulder blade hug against our ribs, forward and in. So, right, we're gonna have the elbows beside our body, find that waterfall down our back, a little support through the core. And then all you're gonna do from here, try to keep your elbows where they are, and exhale, pull the back of the hands away from each other, and inhale, come back in again. Now you'll notice as I do this, my hands are not ending up straight sideways to my body. The only way I would get there is my elbows would have to move. I want to keep my elbows in that position and just rotate that upper arm bone with that shoulder in that neutral place. Exhale, open, inhale, close. And ideally, as you're doing this, you're feeling some work right around the shoulder blades and right across the back of that shoulder, right where that posterior delt is. It just likes to sleep. Exhale, open, inhale, close. One more here, open and close. Now, we're going to go to a little bit of half roll back. So I want your legs bent, and let's just, and right tight together, and let's put your hands on the front of your shins. And round forward, bring your hands down towards your ankles, and take a breath or two here, just because it's a lovely place to stretch out your back. Now, right, if the back of your neck is bugging you, you've dropped your head too much. Remember, back of the head matches the back of the shoulders. And then let's see if we can make our back into more of a C curve. Now, you won't be in a C curve if your belly's right against your thighs. You need to pull your bone towards your belly button, push out through the back of the ribs, and that will pull you away from your legs a little bit. Your arms are going to come up so they're parallel to the floor. Shoulder blades feel like a waterfall going down your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, rock back on your bum. And inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. And inhale, rock forward. Holding that round shape in your back. So ideally, you're feeling some tensional pull in the back line of the body. And you're feeling a sense of compression in the front of the body to help create the tensional pull in the back. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, rock forward. Two more here, rock and back. And forward. Last one, rock and back. And forward. Now we're going to do a slow roll down. Get onto your back. So, right, let's just reestablish your C curve. 10 count to get on your back. Take an inhale. Exhale, rolling back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up again. We're going to do that 2 more times. I don't care how you come up. Arms are out, shoulders are down. Find your C curve. Take an inhale. Exhale, rolling back over your bum. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more coming up. Find your C curve. Take an inhale. Exhale, rolling back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, when you're on your back, let's stay here this time. If you like something under your head, you're going to have it under your head. And we're going to do a little single leg circle. Now, remember earlier when we did our hip release, we put our thumbs on our ribs and our fingers on our pelvis. I want you to do that for this exercise as well today. So, right, thumbs landmark the ribs, fingertips find that ASIS point, and then double check you're in neutral. So, right, pelvis heavy, low back light, ribs heavy. Okay, got it. Lift one leg up to tabletop. Now you could do this with the legs straight. Now, right? No hula dancing. So these big staples that our hands are not going to move. We're going to bring the leg across your body, away from your face, the outside back to where you started. Inhale to start your circle. Exhale to finish it. What prevents the torso from wobbling around? Two things. Make your circle smaller. 3. Sorry, that was the circle is 3. There's 4. And 5. We're going to go the other way. The other thing that helps us to not move around a lot through the torso is some tensioning through the core. One more in this direction. There's 5. Place your foot down. Other leg lifts up to tabletop or straight leg. And we're going to go inside to outside. Inhale to start your circle. Exhale to finish it. 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to reverse outside to inside. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And place your foot down. And let's come up off your back. And we'll do a little bit of spine twist sitting. So, right, when we sit, we have lots of options. Cross legs, diamond legs, straight legs, legs tight together for this exercise. If you got a yoga block and you love it to sit up straight, pop it under your tushy. We can either have our hands against our ribs or our arms out to the side, whichever feels better on your shoulders today. Big thing I want you to do is, rather than looking straight at your screen, I want you to look straight forward for this setup. Collarbones are wide, belly button's in. We're going to use inhales to turn. So going in, 2, 3, exhale, center. Other side, 2, 3, exhale, center. If your arms are straight, you can look at that hand to help you know it's in the right place. In, 2, 3, exhale, center. In, 2, 3, exhale, center. In, 2, 3, and center. One more here. In, 2, 3, other side. In, 2, 3, and center. Let's go to a little bit of spine stretch forward. So, right, legs are either diamond or straight leg for this. Feet are about shoulder distance apart if your legs are straight. Remember, most important thing, we're not sitting back here, we're right up on those sit bones. So that's why the diamond leg might be a better choice for you. Imagine your back's on the wall behind you. Remember, in this exercise, the elbows are never straight until the very last one of this sequence. Yeah. So, right, starting with your head, take an inhale, exhale, little nod, round through your ribs, scoop your belly button in. Inhale, exhale, come all the way back up again. Take an inhale, exhale, rounding forward, trying to get the top of your forehead on your knees. Inhale, and exhale back up again. Now, the effort to do that doesn't move your pelvis up. So you're going to be rounding above your belly button. Inhale. Exhale back up again. Exhale as you round forward. Inhale. And exhale back up again. Let's make it a 2 breath. Exhale, go down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rounding down. Inhale, stacking up. One more here, rounding down. And back up again. Now, this is where the arms get to be straight. So you can lift them up. They're parallel to the floor. Collarbones are wide, so we're not already protracted. Protracting will actually happen as part of our rounding forward. Remember, you're going to start with your head to round. So take an inhale, exhale, round forward, inhale up. You're reaching past the ends of your feet and come up. You're resisting through your tissue on the front of your belly. It's pulling in as you go forward to help get a little bit of tension in the back line of that body, which is how we get a stretch. Exhale, round forward. Inhale up, collarbones are wide. One more, rounding forward and up. Now, let's do a slow roll down to get back onto our back again. So bend your knees, take your arms out, find your C curve. Shoulder blades are a waterfall going down your back. Take an inhale, exhale, rolling back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, right, we're going to do a little bit of core work, just being in neutral. So, right, if you like something extra under your head, it's under your head. Pelvis is heavier than feet. Low back is light, back of the ribs are heavy. So our arms can help us. I want your arms up in front of your chest, or you can cross your hands on your chest if your shoulders are sore today. You're going to inhale to prepare, and you're going to exhale, slowly lift one leg to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, reach your knee away from you to put your foot back down again. Inhale, exhale, slowly lift. Inhale, exhale, slowly reach away. Are your ribs staying down as you do this? Exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, slowly down. We're going to add on. Pelvis is still heavy. Exhale, slowly lift. Inhale. Now exhale, straighten that leg. Inhale, bend it. We're still trying to be in neutral. If you need to straighten towards the ceiling to help you be there, do that. Or you can go lower as long as your back doesn't arch. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. One more here, straighten and bend. And then reach your knee away to put your foot on the floor. Let's go to the other side. So pelvis is still heavy, feet are light. You're going to take an inhale, and you're going to exhale, slowly lift your leg to tabletop. Take an inhale, exhale, slowly put your foot down. Exhale, slowly lift. Inhale, exhale, slowly down. Slowly lift, and reach the knee away to go back down again. We're adding on. Exhale, lift. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Are your collarbones still wide? Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. One more here. Straighten and bend and put your foot down. Rest your arms down. Rock your knees side to side. Breathing. So let's go to a little bit of oblique as movers exercise, because believe it or not, that was an oblique as stabilizers exercise. So take your hands behind your head. Make sure your elbows aren't too far wide. If your elbows are wide, you cannot round up appropriately. When they're narrower, you get more curve through that upper back. If you want to make this exercise harder, you're going to imprint and lift your legs up to tabletop, or you can leave your feet down on the floor. You're going to inhale, nod, exhale, round up to look at your knees. Inhale, exhale, rotate your ribcage to one side. Inhale, center, other side, center, and down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Other side, and back down again. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Other side, and back down again. Two more, curling up. Rotate. When you come center, stay high. Other side, center, and down. One more, curling up, and rotate. Other side, and down. Now let's drop your elbows sideways to the floor again. If your feet are up, put them down. And we'll just do our little knee rock side to side here. And just notice if your chest feels as tight as it did earlier, or maybe we've got it to let go a little bit. Let's do one more knee rock to each side here. And then let's come, oh, actually, let's do a little shoulder bridge. Yeah, I got time for shoulder bridge. So, right, legs are bent, feet are within the width of the pelvis. Shoulder bridge, remember, is this one where we're just lifting our bum up and coming back down again. Trying to keep the back in neutral. Now, right, nothing extra into your head for this. Take an in. Exhale, press your feet on the floor, lift up, stacking your knees over your ankles. Inhale, hold, and exhale down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, hold, and exhale down. One more of those. Press through your feet to lift, and down. Now, we're going to do an add-on when your bum is off the floor. The add-on is either lift one heel at a time off the floor, alternating heels coming off the floor 3 times on each side, or lifting the leg to tabletop and down, alternating legs 3 times on each side. Big thing is about not shifting and twisting the pelvis. So just like earlier, let's landmark the rib cage and pelvis for this exercise. And remember, if your low back is sore, the heel lift is a more appropriate choice to the legs to tabletop. So right, thumbs on the ribs, fingertips on the pelvis. Take an inhale, exhale, press your feet on the floor and lift up, stacking your knees over your ankles. Inhale, lift one foot. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, lift your other foot. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Is your pelvis shifting and twisting? What do you have to do to fix that? Yeah, one more here. And put your bum on the floor. So if you didn't solve it for yourself, what you have to do to help with the shifting and twisting is that the second you put your foot on the floor, your thigh on that side, so right where your thigh and your butt meet needs to engage to help the body not drop as you lift the other foot. Yeah, so let's try this one more time here. So right, thumbs on the ribs, fingertips on the pelvis. Take an inhale. Exhale, pressing your feet and lift. Inhale, lift one foot. Exhale, put it down, find your thigh. Other side, lift. Put it down, thigh. Now, if you're lifting your heels, same thing, and thigh. Lift and thigh. One more on each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one, up and down. Take an inhale. Exhale, put your bum on the floor. A little side to side rock through the knees after that. So from here, let's come over onto our tummy for a little bit. You're gonna want to, we're just gonna go to heel squeeze today. So I want you, nope, wrong, lost my mind. We're gonna do one leg kick. Sorry, having one of those days. So one leg kick, you can either be on your belly with your hands under your forehead or up on your elbows. Remember, if you're up on your elbows, it's a trickier position to hold because you don't want to let the belly sag as you're doing this exercise. Your elbows are under your shoulders if you're up. You're gonna think about pulling your pubic bone forward a little bit. Collarbones are wide. It's a knee bend. You're gonna inhale to prepare, bend your knee, pull your toe, pull your heel in, straighten your leg. Other leg goes toe, heel, and straighten. First leg again, toe, heel, and straighten. You're breathing, toe, heel, and straighten. We're working on that bounce aspect of the fascia again. So as you're doing the alternating foot position, there should be a sense of bounce. Toe, heel, and straighten. Toe, heel, straighten. One more here, toe, heel, and straighten. Coming down onto your belly, hands under your forehead. We'll just do a little bit of single leg extension here. So collarbones are wide, belly button's in again. You're gonna inhale, pull your pubic bone forward towards the floor. Exhale, keep your leg straight and reach your leg long and lift it off the floor. And come back down again. Same side, inhale. Exhale, lift. Now remember, this is not about lifting high. Your thigh will stay on the floor. It's about finding your thigh butt connection to lift your leg. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. One more here. Exhale, lift. You feel tensioning right where your thigh and your butt meet. And release. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, pubic bone forward. Exhale, reach. Inhale, down. Sorry, wrong breath. Exhale, lift, inhale, hold. Exhale, back down again. I think the heat's getting to me, folks. Inhale, pubic bone forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. Inhale, pubic bone forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. One more here. Lift, hold, and down. Good. Relax your butt. I'll rock side to side through the hips. Always feels nice. And then let's push back into our shell stretch. Sitting back over your heels, scooping your belly button in, rounding out your back. A little side to side rock is always nice here. particularly through the hips. It'll help with any tension that you have a tendency to build up around your sacrum, right? Which is that triangular bone between your butt cheeks. Yeah. Or right, you can always lay on your back and do a little side to side rock. That'll feel nice too. Alrighty. We're going to go on to our side to do some side leg work. We're going to start with the kick today. So make sure there's room around you that you can swing your leg forward and back and not swack furniture. And the easiest way to find that 45-degree angle that we want for the kick in our legs is to start with your back lined up with the back of your mat. And then just at your hip joint, pipe forward when your feet cross the front of the mat. That's pretty much a 45 for all of us. Now, right from here, remember you want the side of your waist off the floor. So right, that top sit bone is reaching away from the top of your head enough that the side of the waist comes off the floor, not the side of the ribs. You want to make sure you haven't tucked that pube bone forward, right? So your tailbone or your pube bone is pointing away from the top of your head, not kind of pointing forward towards your knees. Top hand can be down, fingertips only if you're doing that. And you're going to lift your leg up to about hip height. Foot is flexed. We're going to kick forward twice. Going inhale, inhale, exhale, point your foot and pull it behind you. Forward, inhale, inhale, exhale, point your foot and pull it behind you. Now you can have your hand on your leg, that top leg, if you want to give yourself more challenge here. In, exhale, reach back. And what we're looking for as we go forward is a pull on the back line of the leg. And as we go back, a bit of a pull on the front of the hip. In, exhale, reach back. Two more here. This is the bounce aspect again. And reach back, right? We're trying to get that bounce here. Bounce, bounce, and pull back. Straight line from your head to your feet. Legs are stacked. Side of the waist is off the floor. We're rolled forward through our hips enough that we're not on the outside of that greater trochanter. We're a little bit on the front of it. So that the SIS point is pointing down on an angle towards the floor, not straight at the wall in front of you. You're going to lift your top leg up, flex your foot, bring it down, point your foot. Now remember, when you're doing that, you want to keep a sense of reach out that top leg the whole time, so that as you do this, your body doesn't drop into the floor and lift again, that you keep that space of your waist away from the floor. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. One more here, up and down. We're going to do circles today. So I want you to lift that leg up to hip height. We're going to do 10 circles in each direction, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it going behind you? I hope so. And 10. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now let's give that hip a break and just drop your top knee forward. And then we'll get our inner thigh of our other leg just by exhale, lift it up, inhale down, exhale, lift, inhale down. Now even here, I don't want to drop my waist in the floor to lift my leg. I'm trying to just use my inner thigh to lift my leg. If you sneak that leg slightly further forward towards your other foot, so for me, my shin is brushing past my heel, it actually helps target the inner thigh even more. Exhale, lift, inhale down, exhale, lift, inhale down, lift, and down. Now, let's stack our legs again, bring them into alignment with our torso. Make sure the hips are stacked, right? So the waist is off the floor, blah, 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 yeah? And we're gonna do a little double leg lift here. You're gonna exhale, lift both legs, inhale down. Exhale, lift both legs, inhale down. Even here, I'm trying to keep the side of my waist off the floor. So I'm not lifting and dropping my waist in the floor and then, yeah? Exhale, lift, inhale down, exhale, lift, inhale down. Good. Let's do this series on the other side, please. So, right, you're gonna find that 45, right? Feet are flexed, front of the waist is off the floor, belly button's in, feet are flexed, lift that top leg up, kick it forward twice, going inhale, inhale, exhale, pull your leg back. In, exhale, pull your leg back. In, exhale, reach back. in, exhale, reach back. Now, ideally, you're getting a bit of a stretch on the front of the hip as you go back as well. So you want to keep some tension through the front line of the belly, right? And we're not letting our ribs come forward as our leg goes back. In, and reach. Now, straight line from your head to your feet. Hips are stacked. Belly button's in still. Lift that top leg up. Flex your foot. Bring it down. Point your foot. Reach up. Flex. Bring it down. Point. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more here, and then we're going to our circles. So lift up, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you breathing? And 10. Reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop that knee forward. Now, right? Make sure that the side of your waist is still off the floor. And then slide that bottom leg forward a bit. And then you're just going to exhale, lift, inhale down. Exhale, lift, inhale down. So, right, your shin can just be passing past the heel of that front leg, that top leg, as you lift the bottom one. Exhale, lift, inhale down. But, right, you haven't let that side of your waist drop in the floor. You haven't let your back round, right? The leg is just forward a bit. Alrighty, double leg lift. So stack your legs back up again, get them into alignment with your torso, find your core, reach out the top of your head, and exhale, lift, inhale down. Exhale, lift, inhale down. Remember, you're trying to keep the side of your waist off the floor as you do this. Exhale, lift, inhale down. 2 more, lift, and down. Last one, lift, and down. Good. Let's go onto our back. Do a little bit of a release for the hips. So, right, if you like something under your head, you can pop it into your head now. Step your feet to the width of your mat. And just play with dropping one knee in towards center, and then your other knee in towards center. Right? Now, we're going to kind of isolate this, and it should be kind of a yawning feeling stretch here, right? That it's not punchy at all. If we're going to isolate it to the tissue around the hips, you try not to let the leg that's not moving drop sideways, right? If you want to take it elsewhere in your body, you can rock both knees. It depends on what your body wants to do. Maybe it wants a little bit of both. We'll just do one more to each side here. And then let's flip onto our tummies and do a little bit of swan dive prep, which is our back extension. Our bigger back extension. So hands beside your head, legs open to your V shape, belly button in. You're going to inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, come up onto your elbows, and then use your arms and your bum to come higher. Ideally, this is a bit of a stretch on the front of the hip. Let's go back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, down. We're just going to do one more of these because we're going to come back to them again in a moment. Coming up. And down. Good. Quick pass through the shell stretch because I want to throw one more exercise in before we revisit the shell stretch, the swan dive, which is that back bendy one. And what we're going to do is we're going to do an exercise that just works on our balance in our C curve. So what I want you to do is sit up and grab a hold of the back of your legs. You're going to curl your back backwards into your C curve, snake your feet in closer. Now, I want you to lift one foot off the floor, lift your other foot off the floor, put one foot down, put the other foot down. We're going to do a few of these. Now, if this feels like nothing to you, because maybe you're that strong, you can reach your arms out and play with your hands not being on your legs, right? So we're just going to inhale, lift, exhale, lift, inhale, foot down, exhale, foot down. Start with the other side. Inhale, lift, exhale, lift, inhale, foot down, Exhale, foot down. One more on each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, down. And come on out of it. We're going to swan dive again after that because it will help us feel better, right? Because for lots of us, that'll be a lot of work in the front end here. So let's pop back onto our belly, do that bigger back extension. So hands are beside your head, legs are open to your V shape, belly button's in. You're going to inhale, slide your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, coming up into your banana shape again. Take an inhale. Exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hold. And exhale, back down again. Inhale, slide your shoulder blades. Exhale, lift. Inhale, hold. And down. 2 on the 2 breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And exhale, down. Beautiful. Let's just push back into our shell stretch and take a couple of breaths there. So, right, you can always lay on your back and hug your knees into your chest if that's a better choice. I always find after swan dive, it's really nice to rock my hips side to side just to help with all the tension that builds up in your bum doing swan dive. And if you're not feeling tension in your bum after you're doing swan dive, you need to find it. Yeah. So, right, just a quick little mermaid and we'll call it a class. So find a position that's comfortable for you to sit in. Bring your hands to the side, up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your hand to the ceiling. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, stack up bottom to top. Exhale, release your arm. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Start with your head, side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend. Up. And release. Good. I'm calling you folks done there for today. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me on a hot Tuesday morning. And stay cool. And I hope to see you again real soon. Bye.
Thanks, Ruth.
Thank you.
See ya.